man. When you're ready to roll.
From the tippity top.
Tippity top.
Tippity top. Are we on? Are we on live?
Yep. People are in. Looking good.
Okay, we'll just wait a while, huh?
Yeah.
All right, for those of you guys slowly trickling in, we're just gonna wait a minute. Always a late, you know what it is, coaching a class, always somebody late, right? Why don't you let me know where you're from while we're waiting? We're gonna give them about a minute to come into the room, and then we're gonna turn this up into a high energy event here. So, oh yeah, I obviously don't have a computer in front of me. I do have a team behind the camera here filming this thing, so if you type something in the chat, I won't be able to read it in real time, so I apologize if I'm not answering your questions, but don't have a computer. So pop it into the chat. Want to welcome everyone here. This is a pretty exciting day. This is a first for us. I've never been on a camera for a live event like this before, and honestly, I'm a little nervous. It's okay to admit, right? I do have a screen in front of me right here, so if you see me looking this way, I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to get some notes off a screen because I didn't memorize this whole entire thing. All right, how are we looking? Should we start?
That's good.
All right, let's go. Hey, welcome to PushPress. I don't want to say the 2022 announcement, but the October 1st announcement. Here we go. We have a lot of things we want to talk about today. Me and the entire team here have been busting our asses for you guys, trying to make the absolute best gym management software we can. And we have so much stuff in the pipeline and in the works that we want to show off some of the stuff and let you know where we're going with things, because we're just so excited about it. Hey, James, can I swear on this?
We'll bleep it.
Oh man, lifetime bleeping, that's sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to swear. I have a habit of swearing. Anyways, if you don't know me, my name is Dan Waymura. I'm the CEO of PushPress. We have a whole bunch of clients in the room right now, but again, if I haven't met you or I haven't seen you, I'm gonna try and reach out. I try to get to know every single one of our clients. You guys are that important to me. If you don't know about PushPress, I'm shocked that you're here, but if you don't know about PushPress, we are basically a full stack software solution for fitness professionals. Our goal is to help you run a better gym and make more money, leveraging our software and the processes we provide for you. Backstory about me, I owned a gym maybe about a decade ago with a couple other partners, actually their founders here too, and really quickly we found when we were opening up the gym, a couple things. One, the software solutions out there weren't up to par for what we thought should be. And two, running a gym was really hard. And what we kind of did is we decided to put together a system at that point in time that would marry all of the technology that we knew that could come about in the software solution with all the complexities of running a gym, and actually build a software that had one singular focus, and that's to help you dominate your day. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean to dominate your day? Well, if you ask 100 gym owners, you're going to get 100 different answers. But the core tenets that we kind of came about as we discuss them here, and we discuss them very often, is you want to make more money, you want to spend less time doing a bunch of stuff you don't want to do, and eventually you'd like to be able to get away from your gym, if even for a vacation, and not have the whole thing implode. Okay? So what we believe is you need to leverage software to create a system and a process to help you dominate your day. Why software? Well, software is basically a collection of robots that all work together to automate tasks for you, and that frees up your time. Robots are super great at doing things that are repetitive, non-imaginative. They work 24/7. They don't sleep with your coaches or members, and they don't take piss breaks, and they don't have any marginal cost. What does that mean, marginal cost? It doesn't cost you any extra for every additional robot or task you have to spool up. One fixed cost of PushPress does everything you need for you and doesn't complain at all. So if robots are so great, why not run a fully automated gym? Well, the problem with robots is they're pretty sterile, right? We all know a couple big box brands out there that are very sterile when it comes to their 24-hour type fitness solutions. And that's not really the type of community I'd want to join as a gym. It's not exciting, it's not lively, I don't get to connect with any people. So again, robots are really good at doing boring, repetitive tasks that take no brain power or no creativity. Humans, on the other hand, are really, really good at being creative, being emotional, being empathetic, being in touch with other people. And guess what? That's what our relationship is positioned to do. PushPress is your boring, automated robots that's going to save you a ton of time and free up all kinds of bandwidth for you. That's going to allow you to get into the gym and connect with your members, be empathetic, be their friends, give them high fives, give them slaps on the backs, compliment their kids or their babies, etc., etc., etc. That's the whole point of your relationship with a software solution, okay? So going back to the big picture, what I'm here today is to share with you where I think the future of the fitness industry is and where the future of PushPress is going to be. It's pretty cool, actually. We're living in an exciting time. Right now, in this moment, we're living in a time where small businesses like yourself have the ability to access the technologies that was only reserved for big companies before. I mean, if we go back into the 1990s, I don't know, I might be dating myself here, but in the 1990s, I was running around as a high schooler and I joined a 24-hour fitness gym. And the first thing that they did when I joined the gym is they took my bank account and they did an ACH draft automatically. And now in the 1990s, this was actually pretty cool technology. But if you look over at my Uncle Larry, who was running a gym in Wichita, Kansas, he was running around all day trying to collect payments from people in cash and checks because he didn't have access to the ACH level of software that they had in the 1990s in his small gym, okay? So what that sets the stage for today is actually a really exciting time that I want you guys to understand and be excited about. Right now, small businesses like yourself have the ability to access technology and tools, business concepts and processes that used to be only reserved for like Fortune 500 companies, right? AI, machine learning, big data sets like data warehouses, all of this stuff was never accessible to people in a small business setting like yourself, and today it is. And to me, that's super exciting because now what we get to do is we get to lead the forefront of the charge into transforming small businesses into mature, complex businesses that understand data, understand business processes, and can leverage all that stuff to really explode the boundaries of what they're doing in their business. Okay, so let's go back to this dominate your day concept. What is PushPress doing to help you dominate your day? Well, if you really peel back the layers, I think there's only two things that are at the base level of importance. That's not to say there's more important things or less important things, but there's two main things we can talk about that are really important for gym owners like you. Make more money in less time, okay? Now, there's always this equation of trading your money for time, and to be honest, if you're an entrepreneur, you're not trading your money for time, right? That's what employees do. So your job as a gym owner is to get away from trading your money for time. That's where software comes in. It allows you to scale and allows you to put processes in place for employees to do some of this work for you, right? So we're here to help you make more money in less time, okay? Now, some of the concepts around how to make more money in less time will be being more visible in your community, meaning people need to be able to find your business, being able to convert more leads into in-gym demos, being able to keep your demos and your members around as long as possible by servicing them, keeping them happy. That's where you come in, making sure that you're there, giving them high fives and talking to them, and showing them the results that they need to get. And building a community around your membership so that you have a nice fortress around your business. It's been said by Stu Brower, a very, very intelligent business mentor in our space, that people quit businesses, but they don't quit people, right? So if you build your community, you're creating a big moat around your business because people don't quit people as fast as they quit businesses, okay? So while we're on that topic, one of the big things we are working on is this huge community building feature in our member app. And for that, I'm gonna turn it over to Nick, who's been waiting over here in a Zoom to chat about our new community building member app features.
Thanks, Dan. Community is absolutely essential for a group fitness business, and we all know how critical it is after navigating COVID lockdowns. Another important, yet often overlooked piece of our business is data and reporting. As a company, we've devoted more resources and expanded our data engineering team to bring important insights front and center. One of their first missions as a team was to create our new data warehouse, which collects information from everything PushPress touches and allows our team the ability to quickly and accurately see shifts in industry trends. No need to wait for a report, as we plan to publish the industry trends page directly on pushpress.com. To give you an idea of how powerful this data warehouse is, we've observed a 30% increase in members that continue to pay for their membership 1 year after joining the gym, ever since many COVID lockdown restrictions were lifted. This is great news for the group fitness space and is proof of a widening market for your services. A major goal that we have at PushPress with this amazing amount of data at our fingertips is to highlight what the best gyms do that separate them from the rest. We've seen gyms with an integrated workout tracking solution make 92% more revenue than gyms that don't track their athletes' performance. We can prove that CrossFit affiliates have a stronger annual retention on average than other fitness businesses. And gyms with a lead generation and conversion system like PushPress Grow have double their revenue and nearly 60% more than gyms without one. By looking at staff schedules, appointment sessions completed, and user logins, we've seen that PushPress Grow clients also have a more engaged staff with 33% more investment into helping the business grow. This type of data is just the beginning of what we're working on. We plan to leverage this information to help each of our clients dominate their day in ways that no one in the industry can match. PushPress Pro clients can expect future updates in the metrics report on their PushPress account. Now, on to community. In the wake of COVID shutdowns, the group fitness industry saw some terrific growth as people flocked back to life in person. In fact, Peloton reported a 23% decline in monthly workouts last quarter. Combine that info with better retention at group fitness facilities post-COVID, and you can see the importance that a sense of belonging brings to your business. And that's why we've built the community feed. The community feed is a replacement for your gym's Facebook group, built directly into the app they use every day to book their classes, pre-order merchandise, and register for events. We built this because as gym owners, we recognize the headaches of maintaining a digital community. Between some of your members not having Facebook and not being able to guarantee your info will show up on their wall, it makes it difficult and time-consuming to rally your community to a central location. Other applications have tried to create a conversation thread, but a daily comment on a workout simply falls short of our expectations for member engagement. Community feed will include likes, comments, of course, some GIFs, but the coolest thing are the auto posts. Leveraging the power of PushPress Core, you'll be able to auto post messages to the community for important events such as birthdays, anniversaries, visit milestones, and welcoming new members. This not only gives you hours of your time back, but it will make your gym's name and brand something your members engage with when they're not in your building. Best of all, community feed launches this fall. Now, back to you, Dan.
Damn, thanks, Nick. Man, I am so pumped about that community feed. So, I mean, going back to what I was saying a little while ago in the intro, this entire business is centered around a few things. And these are the big concepts that these big companies enjoyed before: data and AI, ML, the ability to build these things that only a Facebook could build before. Now you get to run off and use in your gym. Super stoked about these things. I've been waiting for this community feed for months, and now that we're starting to see some beta versions of it, I am beyond excited for what this is going to do to gym owners. I can't tell you as a gym owner how much I hated having to add people. I still hate doing it for PushPress, adding people to the member group, taking them out when they leave. People get stuck and they shouldn't be there when they shouldn't. This just does it all for you automatically, which does what? Buys back your time, makes your community more efficient, stronger, and you don't have to do any work. How effing beautiful is that? Anyways, my excitement is getting beside me. So another concept that we talked about earlier about running a better business and dominating your day is getting found in the marketplace and converting more of those leads into members, right? This is probably top of mind to a lot of people, but I'm also going to argue that the flip side of this is being able to keep your members around longer, and all of this through timely communication, right? And where we're going to jump to next is John, who's going to talk about one of our products, Grow, which has been growing by, no pun intended, growing by leaps and bounds in its efforts to help you run a better upfront sales funnel and a client retention model. Take it away, John.
Thanks, Dan. Hey guys, my name is John. I'm Director of Sales here at PushPress and a former CrossFit affiliate owner here in Michigan. I opened my first gym back in 2005 and my first affiliate in 2012. In my time as a gym owner, just like many of you, I battled issues of getting more leads and getting those leads to convert. It's a never-ending process. There's just so many factors in building a reliable lead and sales funnel. So let's start at the top. The problem with current market solutions are generating traffic, actually getting eyeballs to the website and showing up in local search results, converting website traffic into leads. Many gyms have low converting websites, trouble getting site visitors to actually submit their information just so you know how to get in contact with them. And the third problem is lead follow-up, the time and attention to reply back to the leads. Consistent messaging, are your leads being told the same thing every time? Deliverability, are your messages actually getting delivered? And the number of tools needed to pull all of this off. Acuity, MailChimp, chatbots, Facebook Messenger, Gmail text, so on and so forth. So let's talk about how the funnel should work. Generating traffic. Your website needs to be optimized for SEO in your local market. Converting website traffic into leads. Your website needs to have strategically placed, clear call to actions and user-friendly forms to make it easy for website visitors to submit their information. The lead follow-up process. Once you get a lead, you need automated processes to get the leads from your site into your CRM and ultimately into your gym. Consistent messaging. Beyond just lead follow-up, your messaging needs to be consistent and represent your culture. It needs to be in your business's voice and tone. Next is deliverability. Your messages, plain and simple, just they need to get delivered. We'll touch on that a little bit later. And the number of tools needed. Your technology stack needs to be simple and integrated. There are a lot of things that CRMs are supposed to do, but just simply don't. What we've given you is a cutting edge lead generating website that is directly connected to your state-of-the-art lead converting CRM and integrated with the best member management software out there to help gym owners dominate their day. We build it, we manage it, and we support it with our world-class support team. Those of you that are PushPress clients know exactly what I'm talking about. So now let's dive into how Grow actually does this for you. First, we build you a website that helps you get found. We take care of all of the backend SEO, and our conversion-driven content is the fastest way to grow your gym. One thing to know, Google values page speeds, and they dock you for having slow loading websites. On top of that, your leads will also click away if the site is too slow to load. We build the fastest loading gym websites with Grow. Next, let's talk about how Grow helps you convert traffic into leads. Our websites are professionally designed. We've spent years researching and designing website layouts to understand where call to actions need to be to give you the best chance for converting the lead. Our forms are also designed with the lead in mind. The forms are easy to use, optimized for mobile, and consistent with your brand. Now that we've captured the lead's information, Grow automates your lead follow-up. The lead gets entered into a workflow, and then we start to build and help you customize the messaging. As a busy gym owner, you want a CRM to start a conversation with your lead before the lead starts a conversation with a competitor. Grow helps you do that. Now that Grow has helped you solve for lead follow-up, what about the messaging? We've designed workflows that you can customize that ensure your messaging is consistent. No more worrying about staff members handling lead nurturing differently. Over time, as your messaging evolves, you have one source of truth for all your gym's messaging. It's one thing to have everything we've outlined above, but if the emails and texts that you're sending don't end up in your contacts' inboxes, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot. The whole role of your CRM is to make sure that your messaging gets to your members and your leads. So we've developed a team of experts dedicated to monitoring best practices and deliverability. This means your messages will be seen by not only your leads, but also your members. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what Grow can do for you and replace multiple softwares you're more than likely already paying for. Grow is part of your PushPress full stack solution. It does all of this and so much more. Appointments for no sweat intros or nutrition consultations, chat widget that we can place directly on your website to help collect leads, a price request form, newsletters, auto voicemails, missed text backs. And the best part of this is we do it all for you. If you only know one thing about PushPress, it's that we take pride in helping our customers. Our support staff is the best in the business and even the best in other industries. We will help you get set up, onboarded, and integrate your site and CRM with your PushPress gym management system. We help gym owners dominate their day. So How do you get started? Well, first, Grow is only available to PushPress clients. If you're not a client yet, you should be. So we'll throw you a link in the chat and you can schedule a demo with one of our sales team. If you are a client, we have a special link just for you in the chat as well. Thanks, everyone. Dan, they're all yours.
Man, such amazing stuff they're working on there on the Grow side. I mean, the age-old quandary of a gym owner is, how do I get more leads and how do I turn more of those leads into members? You can see how they're solving for that. They put so many hours trying to build the best sales funnels and the best communication cycles for your leads, prospects, your potential members, and your ex-members to get them back in the gym. So critical not to forget about the back end of that, because we're seeing quite a bit of ex-members being recycled back into the gym after they quit. So that's a pretty good way to get, I guess it's a lead, a new client back, right? It's pretty cool. But I mean, the most exciting part about all this isn't just that, because I mean, the idea of a CRM and communication cycles with customers and leads, it has been going on since the beginning of time. But a pure integration into the PushPress platform is amazing, because what does it do again? Let's go back to the theme of the day, helping you dominate your day. It takes all that weight off your hands, right? Like, you don't have to do any management of putting a person into a lead funnel, moving them around the sales funnel. Do they get lead communication? Do they get a member communication? Do they get ex-member communication? Just all done for you automatically. All of the communication cycles are built out for you automatically. You can edit them as you want, but done for you, right? Take all that weight off your plate, let you leverage that process to drop right into your gym and see the results immediately without any work. That's the key, right? Having owned gyms ourselves, we know you've got your hands full dealing with your members that are fighting over a barbell or something, and you focus on that and let us focus on this. So anyway, and now, with all that exciting stuff, I don't even know how I can say this, but to one of the most exciting pieces of this whole presentation. Some of you may have heard recently, we acquired a company that does workout tracking and publishing. And we're super excited about where this is going and the potential in the future of this. And what this allows us to do is now create an environment where you can interact directly with a client-facing app that tracks their workouts, publishes their workouts, helps them see the value of the progress they're making in your gym, establishes things like 1 rep max or personal best on different efforts, keeps track of photos and meals, nutrition, stuff like that. There's a lot of things that we're going to do with this system that's going to help you build a more effective relationship with your customer in terms of value provided. But with that, let's bring on, six-time games athlete, sorry Jacob, I don't know, many times games athlete and 1x amateur boxer, Jacob Hepner. Why don't you take it over and talk about what we're doing with Train by PushPress.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Jacob Hepner, and today I am absolutely stoked to talk to you and to bring to you the concept of what is Train. Train has been a project that I have been involved in for over a year now, and so I'm completely ecstatic to get you guys finally on the platform, get you guys involved in it. That way you guys can see the hard work that's been put behind it. So without further ado, the first thing I want to discuss are the problems as they relate to a gym owner. What do gym owners go through? What kind of problems do they have currently with the current systems they may or may not be on? So the first problem I want to talk about as it relates to a gym owner is weak integrations. And weak integrations is the concept that gym owners don't want to spend their time using 2 different applications that don't work well together. Because if they don't work well together, then what you find is that gym owners have to input data on one and then on the other, and they're just wasting their time doubling up information that they're inputting. So what gym owners need is a streamlined, more elegant solution built by professionals. That's the first problem we're going to run into. The second problem I want to talk about as it relates to a gym owner is the limited ability for coaches to grow their business. Let's backtrack a little bit. So in 2020, when COVID hit, what a lot of gym owners did is they had to shut down their doors. And so a lot of their members went back home. Well, in order to make sure that their members continue to pay a membership, a lot of them, including my own gym, decided to program for the constituents, their clients that went home. And usually it was one-on-one personal programming, which was a great, fantastic idea for keeping retention and not losing people. But the problem with that is that a lot of software solutions that gym owners were currently using at the time didn't allow them to do that in the app they were currently using. Instead, they had to go out and get different applications. And then because of that, they had to tell their clients to go download a different app. And then how do they do billing? Is it through that app or the app they're currently using for in-house? It was just a mess. And so what gym owners need is a platform committed to helping owners create more revenue opportunities, including creating one-off platforms or programs like that. The third problem as it relates to gym owner that I want to discuss is that the current workout platforms being used by gym owners they have a limited ability to foster community online, is basically what it comes down to. Most platforms out there only offer community engagement by allowing commenting on workouts. And so it's very limiting for a coach to get information out there unless they use Facebook, which, like we discussed earlier, isn't a simple solution to use Facebook and then also to use an app. You want it all in the same place. And so what coaches need is a simpler and more robust solution as it pertains to community. So we have talked about the problems as they relate to a gym owner. And now I want to talk about the solution as it relates to the gym owner. And the solution, like we're here to talk about, is of course Train. So the first question you might ask is, as of today, what is Train? Train essentially was created as a program delivery service to help the coach become more successful by combining a bunch of different systems together, like we've already kind of discussed, and helping that coach gain their time back. Because as we all know, if you spend time using a bunch of different systems instead of one system, you just end up wasting a bunch of time. But not only helping that coach gain their time back, but also allowing that coach to increase their revenue. Now, before we get into the current brick and mortar feature highlights of Train, I do want to discuss what the future looks like so that we don't lose some of you that are like, well, I'm only really interested in one-to-one or one-to-many. Don't worry. Right now, the first release is only concerned with brick and mortar, but we are going to be going straight into the one-to-many online space and also into the one-to-one online and in-person space. Don't worry, we'll get there. Now, but let's talk about the brick and mortar features that are currently we have that I think are fantastic highlights. Number one, the ability to do add-on programs are simple and in-app. So our previous example and our problem we talked about was, hey, I have COVID. I want to program one-on-one for this person at my gym, but I have to get a different app for that. No more. Now in Train, you can not only do your programming for brick and mortar in the app, but now you can create standalone static programs for anyone in your gym and sell them, including ebooks. The next brick and mortar feature that I want to highlight is creating custom divisions. Look, here at PushPress, I'm not going to pigeonhole you and make you use certain keywords like RX and scaled. If that doesn't fit the culture in your gym because to you, scaled has a negative connotation, then don't use it. You can create custom divisions. Say you want to say their divisions are red, white, and blue, for instance. You can do that. The third brick and mortar feature that I want to highlight ties back into increasing revenue for the coach. So currently, what usually happens is a coach will program and the programming goes inside the gym and people inside the gym do the programming and pay their membership. But Train allows you to do a little bit something different. It allows you to have that program available for the masses online. So people can join from all across the globe and join your program because maybe they've stepped foot in your gym and they felt a sense of community there, or they love your programming, or maybe they've just never been there before, but they like what you're doing. This allows the coach to increase their revenue overall. The last thing I want to discuss is our promise to you, or Train's promise to you going forward. And I can kind of say this because currently I work for PushPress as the product manager of Train. So I'm kind of in control of the roadmap for Train and what we want to add going forward. And so this is our promise, or I should say my promise to you. And our promise is this: I have never been complacent in a lot of things I've done in my life. If you get complacent and you rest on creating something good and you decide, I'm just going to stick with that, sooner or later, something comes along that's better and beats you out. And that's not something we're going to do for Train. We're always going to be focusing on creating something better, pushing the envelope of what we can do, and making sure the user experience and the people that we are serving enjoy the product we create. And that's our promise to you. So next steps. If you're a current PushPress client, you will have first access to Train. If you are a current PushPress client and you haven't jumped on the wait list, I suggest you do that now. If you are not currently a PushPress client, then this is what I suggest. Talk to PushPress about getting on a core demo. And then once you're on that demo, ask about more details related to Train, and we will definitely get you on that early access. Now, if you are not a current PushPress client and you just want to wait till when we launch to everyone else who isn't a current Press client, then you can expect it to be around the winter of this year. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have for Train. I'm completely stoked to get this product into your hands. Like I mentioned before, it's been a long time coming. We've been working hard and diligently over the past couple of months, just day in and day out, making sure we have a fantastic product to go out the door for you guys. And like I mentioned before, I'm working on the roadmap to make sure that going forward, we always have the best of the best going forward for you guys. Anyways, that's all I have. Back to you, Dan.
Wow, thanks, John Hopner. For those of you who don't understand the John Hopner joke, you need to go follow Dave Castro, I guess. But anyways, thanks, Jacob. That was super cool stuff. We've been working on PushPress for about a decade now, and for about a decade now, you guys have been asking us to build workout tracking. So there it is, finally. Like, we've got it done. It only took us a decade, but it's here. And we're super excited about it, and it's gonna work super seamlessly in native. I mean, I feel like I've been saying this whole live broadcast. It's going to work natively just like a PushPress thing, because we are building a full stack solution of different software pieces that can work together to help you run your business better. Anyway. So that was a big announcement. Thank you again, Jacob. Anyways, that's it. That's it for this year's live announcement. And I say that like we've been doing it every year, but this is the first one. But that's all we've got. I do want to reiterate, we are working on a ton more things than just this. So while this is it for now, this is not it by a long shot. We've got a lot more things we're going to be talking about soon. We've got a lot more announcements to make about things that we're working on, but all in due time, guys. Let us enjoy this one for what it is. I want to thank you all for joining. It was really fun and exciting to put this together and think through all the things that we wanted to talk about, and hopefully it was as much fun for you guys as it was for us. My whole team here gets a real kick out of making gym owners happy, probably the same way you get a kick out of making your clients happy. So this was a real pleasurable experience for everyone here, and I want to thank you guys for sticking around and watching the whole thing. This has been a huge year for us here at PushPress. I don't want to understate that. We've made so much progress, but it's only starting, let me tell you. We've hired so many people, and we brought some of the brightest and best minds in the gym management and the gym space together to start really pushing this software platform forward faster, bigger, stronger, right? That's where we're going. So again, thank you all so much for joining. And until next time that we get a chance and a pleasure to talk to you again, I'll see you later.